Good evening, dear students. Today we will start our next exercise 3C. Before starting the exercise, we will study about subtraction in whole numbers and properties of subtraction. The operation of subtraction is an inverse process of addition. In addition's inverse process is subtraction. It means opposite. In opposite process, addition opposite is subtraction, subtraction opposite is addition. Means for this example you can understand 14 plus 9 is equal to 23. When we add 14 plus 9 we will get 23. So just we will do inverse process. Addition inverse process is subtraction. When we subtract 23 to 9 we will get 14. Otherwise when we subtract 23 to 14 we will get 9. So you can see if you have any two whole numbers then you add, so sum of that whole numbers, when you subtract one number so you will get another one. Otherwise when you subtract sum with second number so you will get first number. So for this example you can understand subtraction is a inverse process of addition. Let's start properties of subtractions. First property, if a and b are two whole numbers such that a is greater than b or a is equal to b, then a minus b is whole number. Otherwise subtraction is not possible in whole number. Means when you have any two whole numbers, any one, okay, but two conditions should be there. First whole number is greater than second. When you will take any two whole numbers, so first number will be greater than second, otherwise both will be equal. Then a minus b result, it will come whole number. When you subtract first number to second number, so first number always be greater, then our result will be whole number. Otherwise subtraction is not possible in whole number. You can see this examples. First, if we subtract two equal whole numbers, suppose when we will take any two equal whole numbers, so 8 minus 8 is 0, 6 minus 6 is 0. It means 0 is also whole number. That case our result it will come whole number when we will take both whole numbers equal. Second case, when we subtract a smaller whole number from a larger, first number larger and second number small, that case our first number is 16 and second number is 19. So when we subtract with 16 to 9 we will get 7. 7 is also whole number. When we subtract 37 minus 8, our first, you can see here there is also our first number is greater than second. That case our result is 29 and 29 is also whole number. Okay, so when you take any two whole numbers, so first number should be greater than second. That case our result will come whole number. Let's see third case. We cannot subtract 18 from 13. We cannot subtract because 13 is less than 18. If we subtract, suppose if we subtract, so we will, when we subtract 13 from 18, so our result it will come in negative form, and that negative is not whole numbers. Whole numbers always positive or 0. Okay, so for any two whole numbers a and b, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. It means when we change their places, when we change their orders, so always our answer will whole number. It is not possible. You can see with this example 8 minus 5, when we subtract 5 from 8, so our result is 3. But if we change our orders, we will take first place number is second and second place number is first. So 5 minus 8, so it's not defined in whole number because we are studying whole number, and if we subtract 5 minus 8, so our results comes in negative form, and now we are studying about the whole numbers. That's why it's not defined. Let's see our next rule, rule 3. For any whole number a, our a is any whole number, and always remind our whole number start from 0 to infinite. Okay, so we have a minus 0. When we subtract a minus 0, so we will get a. It means when you subtract 0 from any whole number, you will get that whole number. But when you subtract any whole number from 0, it is also not defined in whole number. It will define for other form, but in whole number it is not defined. Suppose you subtract minus 2 from 0, so our result it will be minus 2, but it's not defined for whole number because minus 2 is not whole number. Let's see our next rule. Rule 4th, if a, b, c are any three whole numbers. Suppose you have any three whole numbers. So in general form, a minus b minus c is not equal to a minus b minus c. Means if we have three whole numbers, then we will take first two whole number, then subtraction from that first two whole number we will subtract third one. If we change their orders, that case also both side answer it will not same. Let's see with this example. Suppose we have three whole numbers 8 and 8, 4 and 2. So first we will solve first two whole number 8 minus 4, then minus 2. So 8 minus 4 it will come 4, then 4 minus 2 it's 2. And then in second case we will subtract last two numbers. So 4 minus 2 it will be 2, then we subtract from 8, so it will be 6. You can see here our both result it's not equal. So this rule is not for subtraction when we take any three whole numbers and when we change their orders, so both side result it will not same. Then fifth rule, if a, b, c are whole numbers, if you have any three whole numbers such that a minus b is equal to c, then b plus c is equal to a. Means when you subtract any two whole number and our result it will also whole number. So from the result of subtraction, then you will add one number. Our result, our sum it will first number. You can see here, suppose 16 minus 9 is equal to 7. So when you add 7 plus 9, when you add 7 plus 9, so your result will be 16. When you subtract 23 minus 8, so our result is 15. And then when you add 15 plus 8, our sum it will be 23. It means our first number. Observing patterns. You just observe some patterns is given here. 456 minus 99 is equal to 456. 99 we can write 99 place 100 plus 1 minus 99 plus 1. We can, when we subtract 100 to 1, we will get minus 99 because our 100 is in the minus form. Integers we already studied integers. What is the integers? So you know that about the minus 100. So minus 100 plus 1 if we write in this form. So when you solve this form, so you will get minus 99 because plus minus is minus. So when you subtract 100 to 1, you will get minus 99. So when we solve 456 plus 1 according to the Ward-Moss rule ODMAS, first you will add, then after subtract. So because of 456 is positive and 1 is also positive, so 456 plus 1 457, then minus 100, so you will get 357. Then second also you can see 4962 minus 999. So minus 999 we can write in this form also, minus 1000 plus 1. So when you will add 4962 plus 1, so we will get 4963, then minus 1000. So easily you can subtract. Why we write in this form? Because from number to 0 it is easily add and subtract. So when we will get 3963. I hope you will understand these all properties.